Hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome back to the Real Legend of Gaming. So, imagine if I told you that there won't be a new Madden game next year. Or what if I told you that EA was considering going with a subscription-based service for Madden? I mean, we've been seeing a different Madden cover every year. The cover athlete is a big deal, or in some cases, some believe in the Madden curse. But the whole point is that we have a tradition with Madden coming out every year. There's always excitement. Sometimes not much difference between the year before. However, it's something that we all look forward to. But if it goes to a subscription service, how do you guys feel about that? So we're going to discuss that in this video. And obviously, if you guys want to drop comments down below, definitely keep the conversation going. And if you do appreciate the content in this video, then definitely hit this like button. That way I know to do more topics like this, alright? So let's go right into it. Alright, so we're back. So in an interview with Bloomberg News, Electronic Arts CEO had a discussion. And during this interview, and I'll leave the link in the description so you guys can watch the entire interview. It's about 6 minutes, but it's pretty informative. It gives you some great insight on EA's vision, how it compares itself with other top gaming companies, esports, and streaming services, right? But let's get back to the discussion. So inside this interview, right, one of the quotes that Andrew Wilson made was, "There's a world where it gets easier and easier to move that code around, where we may not have to do an annual release. We can really think about those games as a 365-day live service." Now, this comment was made in reference to the video game publisher not releasing a new annual version of Madden FIFA 18 and instead opting to rely on an online subscription-based service where they'll release patches and updates like they're doing right now. Only difference is there won't be a physical release that will drop, and neither will there be a change in the name. So you'll be subscribing to Madden or to FIFA. Which, if you really think about it, guys, we kind of do subscribe, right? Because we get the game every year. But it just doesn't feel the same. And also, how much does something like this cost, right? So, I did go ahead and read different comments between the two sites. And it's also been a topic on Twitter. And pretty much, the census is pretty split. There are people that are already agreeing to the idea for the simple fact that we get the game every year. And if the cost of the subscription is going to be less, then it's a no-brainer, right? And I'm sure with marketing and the cost of shipping the product, creating the design, the covers, and all that good stuff, I'm sure EA will save money in that sense. So maybe they can lower the price on the game. And let's be honest, folks, NBA Live was a money getter for EA back in the days, but it has not been a force. It's not been relevant in a very long time. And we've seen EA try to revive back NBA Live, but it's just not have the same impact as NBA 2K. And believe me, I'm one of those people that wish it did because I loved NBA Live growing up, but they just cannot compete in that sense. So that's just an avenue of money that they're losing out on. So, that's something to also consider. And I'm not here to bash EA because I love EA. It's in the game, right? I've been a big fan since my young days of playing, But EA has built a notorious reputation with the recent, additions of loot boxes to the games. We've seen what happened with Star Wars Battlefront 2. I think the loot system destroyed the game, and it really scared a lot of people from purchasing it. And it does look like an amazing game. I've seen it streamed. I've seen some videos, and it definitely looks like a great title and a great enhancement from the first one. But when you're building a reputation of not consistently giving folks the value for these games that they deserve, or not updating these games as quickly as they should be, and trust me, I get it, coding is hard. I know that some things you necessarily cannot do right away because it can, cause a domino effect in the rest of the game. I get that. And believe me, like I said earlier, I'm not here to bash EA. I understand, and I'm not playing devil advocate either, because I do understand that, there are things that they're at fault for. But if they do go towards the subscription service, I'm not sure. I have to really see how it plays out. And I think the most important thing is the price. Because if the price is going to be more than the actual title of the game, I'm definitely not signing up for that. Because I'm a person who already buys the Ultimate Edition. So I'm giving EA, about $100 every year for NFL Madden. And, that's just a lot. I mean, yeah, I do play it. I play in online franchise leagues. But, you got to consider adding a subscription service if it's going to be worth it. Now, if they drop it down to a price like $30 a year, then now we're talking. I can sign up for DLCs. I can buy Ultimate Team Packs. I can buy credits. Like, we can have fun with it. But those are just things to consider. And again, this is not a definite idea. This is just a conversation that took place on Bloomberg. I even seen a conversation about it on Gamespot. So it's just a thought. But with the recent transition of everything going towards digital, I can totally see this happening. And trust me, you see what happened with the music game. The music business has transformed to the point where streaming is so vital. I mean, they're even counting record streams on YouTube to count for like some type of part of the amount of plays that the record gets. And I don't even know. I think they might be counting that into how many records are sold or something. Some weird metric, right? Don't quote me on this. This is stuff that I've heard. But just to show you that streaming is super important right now in music. So I can see gaming going towards the same path. All right, so that's it, folks. I think we kind of went in depth in this topic. A little longer than I thought, but it's all good, right? So drop comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys are cool with the subscription service, how much you think it should cost, or if you're just against the idea. But I do beg of you to keep the comment section clean. No disputes here, no arguments, no foul language. This is a positive community, and let's just have a positive conversation. All right, folks? So if you appreciate the content, then you already know, hit that like button and definitely subscribe. All right? So peace out.